and welcome to EWTN TV. My name is Virginia Barasa and today we are so privileged to have guests on board. As I'm speaking, I'm not alone. I know you might be wondering who is on board, who is with us today, but don't worry. We got you covered on matters education. Remember, this is the hot seat. And today we decided to focus on matters education. Remember, we already have a new government in. They have selected a particular segment for education whereby they'll be catering, and here we'll have to know what we are going to talk about on matters related to education. But first, let me introduce my guest with me on studio, then you'll get to know who he is. Remember, he's not alone, there are many, and stay tuned for you to get to know what you're going to talk about today. Welcome on board. Kindly introduce to the audience your name, where you come from, because actually I've not mentioned where you come from. I wanted it to come from you.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, viewers. My name is Dr. Francis Nyarombe. Dr. Francis Nyarombe is a lecturer from Kisii University, and at the same time is the Deputy Director in charge of Finance, Planning and Administration for Kisii University Eldoret campus.
I know there are a lot of students out there. Actually, you'll find that most of students, they've just finished their high school level. They are required to join the university. Most of them have this challenge of selecting the schools which they want to go. Kindly brief us on that state or on that method before we dig deep into Kisii University.
You are right, Virginia. A number of students out there have a number of problems in terms of selecting the courses they want to undertake, at the same time selecting the universities they want to undertake. But first I want to remind you that Kisii University is a public chartered university. It was chartered in 2013. It is located in Kisii County, but it has a number of campuses across the country. And the purposes of us, or the concept of having campuses across the country, is to try to reach a greater spectrum of these particular students. We offer very flexible programs which can be done by those ones who have done their Form 4s, those ones who are working, and those ones who have retired. Because learning is a process and it never ends.
No end.
It never ends.
Yeah.
And I've been accompanied by a number of colleagues of different fields who will be able to expound on the programs that we have, the mode of admission, and how we can be able to reach. We also have someone in charge of marketing, someone in charge of guidance and counseling, career programs, and many other things. They will be able to give more details about what the university does. But just in brief, Kisii University is currently having 5 major programs in Eldoret.
Can you help us?
The 5 major schools. We have the School of Education. This School of Education has a number of programs which someone is going to expound. We have the School of Business and Economics. We have the School of Information Sciences and Technology. We have also the School of Arts and Social Sciences. Those are the major schools which are found in this campus. However, we also have other programs, and the campus itself organizes on admissions for those programs which are found in main campus. So when you come to Kisii University Eldoret campus, you can be served as if you are in main campus. Those ones who have been admitted to main campus, they can still get services from here. Students who are on attachment on this side from main campus, they are being served from this campus. Those ones who are admitted on the other side and they want to do some programs here, or they want to do some preliminary services before they go to main campus, they are served from this particular institution.
I just developed a great interest in a part whereby you said a student coming from the main campus can get services from lecturers from within. Does this mean that when for example, I'm a student, I was studying in the main campus, then I was posted for an attachment in Eldoret. When I'm supposed to, when it's the moment whereby my supervisor is required to come and see where I am attached to, which lecturer will come? The one from the main campus or the one within?
Now, Kisii University does not have lecturers for specific campuses and lecturers for main campus.
Okay.
These lecturers normally provide services for the whole university.
As long as
this
you
is just a serving
member.
center.
Okay.
And then another good thing, not that we are posting, Kisii University has the modern e-learning process and information technology platform. If you come to Eldoret campus, I don't need to ask someone in main campus whether he's a student. I will only disturb my computer, interrogate your characteristics in that computer, and then at the end of the day, I give you the service. We are even encouraging, because as we speak today, there are some specific courses which are taught by one lecturer, whether I'm found in Migori, Kericho, Eldoret, Nairobi, or main campus. One lecturer is just there. He creates a lecture hall. After creation of the lecture hall, normally admits the students on that particular lecture or gives them a link for them to go there. And then they will be able to learn. So a number of programs, my colleagues are going to expound on this. A number of programs you'll find that it's only one lecturer who is supposed to teach there. So this is just...
Either in Migori,
yeah,
Kisii.
whether you are anywhere, you'll be able to be taught.
And that brought me to curiosity.
Yes.
Is this lecturer or tutor, will he or she travel to that county, or you have some online learning process?
No, there is a difference between doing the online programs and having lecturers online. We have the online lecturers, but we do not have the online learning. Is that right? So at the end of the day, you find that these people do not need to physically travel. If, for example, you said a student is doing attachment on this side, and the student has gone, for example, to inquire to be given a position on an industry where he wants to do attachment, and then there are a few things he's missing. He or she does not need to travel to main campus. He only moves to the school. If the student is from the School of Business and Economics, just moves to the chairman of the school. The chairman of the school will do everything.
Wow.
Yes.
So this means that there is a smooth transition in how you offer your...
seamless. We can say seamless.
Okay.
It's seamless. It's seamless transition because like our Vice Chancellor, if he wants a meeting, he does not need to travel to Eldoret. We only organize the hall. Just, it's normally called the hall. And after that, we invite the members. We have a meeting, we do our own things. We can only come in when we want to do physical checkups. And that's where we want every other place to move. Like now, for example, if we have admitted some of the students to our programs, they are coming to say that. And you find the student is supposed to travel every morning to go and attend lecturers. He can go to attend those ones which require calculations like statistics, business finance. But when it comes to communication and others, you do it just from your house. That's why a number of students, especially those ones who are working, are finding it very suitable to do their programs in Kisii University. You are in your office, you create some time in the office, you attend your lecturers in the office. The system itself will capture you to have attended the classes. So long as you attend those classes 75%, then you are liable to do the exams. If you want, for example, to register for the units, you go to the portal, the student portal, you register for those units, and then we know you are in the system. Once you have registered for the units on the system, they will just automatically be debited in the accounts. So the fee is debited in accounts. And if you pay fee in the bank, we don't need these reconciliations. We have organized with the banks in such a manner that the system itself normally credits your account. So yours, if you want, for example, there's something complaint, you go on your phone, you print, you bring it.
You have a portal whereby you can...
Yeah, that's where it is.
And in matters school fees,
yeah,
you've raised that question,
yeah,
that statement. This brings me this question. You'll realize that most of the students have a difficulty when they want to pay their school fees. For example, we have scheduled an exam for next week and we have a deadline. I believe you have a deadline for your paying before you sit for an exam. You have a deadline. So you'll find that this person or this student have struggled a lot and they're getting the money to pay the school fees a little bit late. How are you going to help such a person? Whereby you'll find this person might be having cash at hand. They require to go and pay it. Does the money reflect immediately as they pay, or how does it go about that?
Yeah, thank you, Virginia, for that question. It's a very good question, especially for the parents and the guardians who are just watching this program. We want to assure the parents that Kisii University understands that a number of parents are struggling to pay this fee. And actually, most of the students who are in universities are coming from backgrounds where the payment of fee has some hiccups here and there. Kisii University, as a university, has a program for work study for those students who do not have enough fees. It is the work of the Student Affairs Office to identify students who are in need. So what we normally do for those students, we give them work study programs, but we don't engage them the whole day. We only engage them for 2 hours, and then at the end of the term, we don't pay them the fee. We convert the amount of money into school fees. Then, as I've said, if you pay money today in a bank, it's not like the old system where we are supposed to do reconciliation. You go to student finance, then people key in and do that.
It to reflect.
The system has been connected in such a way that immediately you pay in the bank and you have already identified the collect admission or registration number, the system itself updates in finance. So once the system itself updates in finance, it also updates in the enterprise resource planning. That's the ERP system. The ERP system now gives you a leeway to generate an exam card. In the event that the student has a problem, we are there for. We are supposed to forward this student to student finance, and the student finance will be able to try to study the genuineness of the case of the student, and they will advise the finance. Like they will advise me as the deputy director for finance. Then from there, I'll be able to advise my director if we can be flexible for this student to sit for an exam, as we try to find if there will be a sponsor for that student.
And what criteria does the school use to recognize or to
now when you
students?
come in, we normally capture your details. We capture if you have the parents, what the parents are doing. And therefore, when you bring your case forward, the first thing for us is to call for your file. And you know, when a student comes in and is a new student, they normally are very honest. They try to give us the right information. Yeah, I'm not saying that all students are not honest. I don't want, if my students are listening to what I'm saying here, but I'm saying when the student come in first, we make an assumption that the information they provide is a genuine information. So once we call the file, we study the file, and then we have people who are in the student affairs who know more about the psychology of the students. They'll be able to also interrogate. And once the student has gone through such a process of interrogation, then we can be able to forward to the committee. The committee now will advise.
Do you just give the admission letter for free? Or you have to pay in order for you to pay the admission?
For you to get an admission letter. If you're doing a certificate, it's 1,000. A diploma is 1,000. A degree is 2,000. Master's 2,000. And the same way with PhD for those programs which are being offered on these sites. And you can try the 2,000. You can try. I'm not talking about you as Virginia, but I'm talking about a potential student can try by getting just an admission letter. It is very important because once you get an admission letter, that is the first step of a guardian, a parent, a student to do further studies. So
as we break so that we can usher in the next guest, do you assure the parents and a student out there that Kisii University is the best place to be?
My dear parents, guardians, and the students, you understand Kisii University. We are there to serve you. And the purpose of serving you is for us to assist in generating manpower, which will be able to drive our economy. Come to Kisii University. We are very flexible. Our fee churches are very accommodative. In fact, I should have mentioned, but because we don't have time, when we have another program, we'll be able to mention it. And we understand. We understand the problems the parents have. Come to us. We'll talk, we'll discuss. Let's assist these students to do studies. Let's not have students staying outside for a long period of time. We'll be able to assist them to grow. We just assist them to grow in all ways. My bishop, who is the counselor, and at the same time the corporate affairs person, is just coming here to tell us how we can be able to do that. We have also, I have my colleague, I didn't tell you, I have my colleague, Dr. Engineer Kukunyakar, who is the chairman of the Department of Economics and Business, who will be presenting other chairpersons of the departments. I have my able person from admissions, Samuel Maswai. Maswai comes from this region, and he knows the terrain very well. So, you know, in fact, you can ask him to speak even the other language. He can be able to speak that language very well.
Automatically, we'll try it on air.
Yeah, you know. Thank you so much.
That has been Dr. Francis from Kisii University. And now we are moving on, and we're going to have our next guest on board. So stay tuned for you to get to know who the next guest is. Remember, we still have a lot of guests from Kisii University, but don't take a guess. Stay tuned. Welcome back, welcome on board. Remember, this is EWTN TV, and our guests today are coming from Kisii University, right?
Yes.
I feel like I'm already in Kisii University. I feel like I'm already there.
Welcome to Kisii University.
Thank you so much. Now, let me just begin with this question. You'll realize I have a friend. She's done with her education. She did education in the University of Laikipia. I can't mention her name.
Yes.
So the lady went to university, yes. She was called to the university. She did education, but she did not do education because she wanted to do education. It's because the parent wanted the girl to do education. Here, you'll realize that the parent is trying to live their dream. Like, I want you to do what I want. I feel like it's somehow dictatorship or something. According to me, I feel like it is. What advice can you give to a parent? First, begin by introducing your name, the faculty maybe you come from.
Yes, thank you, Virginia, for inviting me in this studio.
You're welcome.
It is a great opportunity, and it's also a great opportunity to talk to the parents. My name is Dr. Kuku in the School of Business and Economics. So when you take your child to university, remember, you expect the best. But most parents, they want to live their dreams through their children, what they could not achieve. So they force their children to achieve that. And you find that in most cases, like there are so many rising cases of students committing suicide in the university, and some of them are these. I have experience. When I was at the University of Nairobi. One of my classmates had to run away from the university because of what? The parents were forcing him to do what? Engineering. And the person could not be able to comprehend that. But let parents discuss with their children or their sons and daughters and then agree. Let's not always think that if I do this, then that's what I'll do for the rest of my life.
You're not stuck there.
Yes.
Now let's get to the mode of study in
Yes.
Kisii University. Kindly take us through the procedure, the process. What do we need to know about that?
Now, in Kisii University, our mode of study is very flexible. We take into account people who are working, people who are there full-time, and there are people who are working and they can be transferred from one point to another. So in Kisii University, we have what we call the learning management system. And these are technology where I can be able to teach you wherever you are, and I can also be able to teach you wherever I am. But at the end of the day, we must cover the syllabus. So there are cases where there are lecturers from different campuses or from main campus, but at the end of the day, before we start the courses, we always go to what? To have physical chat with the students so that we know one another. But for the courses that do not require a lot of calculations, we can do online, which is very flexible. So sometimes, and when you're doing these courses online, we always agree with what? With our students. I call them my customers. I agree with them. They say that we want to learn from this time to this time. Then we agree, then tell them to agree so that we learn at that time.
Let me ask this question, though.
Yes.
It might sound a little bit weird.
No,
For
very
the
acceptable.
for the students learning online,
Yes,
their admission or their registration into the university,
yes.
do they come physically or can they also register online wherever they are?
You know, nowadays technology has moved us to another level where you can do online registration and you can also go there to do the physical registration. So we don't have to tell you that you have to come. They have the portal and also they work with the portal. They can be able to do it on their phones. So students can be able to do that. And we are moving to a level where students are also managing themselves, Yes, where they pay fee, they can be able to monitor the classes, the attendance, we can monitor both. Because students will, technology will. Yes, I was present while you are not present, So we monitor that. Even exams, we do online exams. And with that one, it is very strict. Because you have your laptop, it must have a camera. And then with that camera now, it will be able to, there's somebody in a common place who will be able to monitor all of you at the same time. So that in case of any deviation from what you're supposed to do, then it is marked as what? As a deviation. So online exam, technology
We've
is
really advanced.
Yes. So Kisii University, remember Kisii University is also ISO 9001 certified, So any degree you get, you can go and work anywhere or continue the education. ISO means International Standard Organization, So this one is recognized worldwide. So your certificate down there, you'll see it is written what? ISO 9001 certified. So you become what? A standard worldwide recognized student.
You'll find that most students might attend a class. For example, the longest hour, let me use you, in your class.
Yes.
The longest lecture
Yes.
takes how long?
3 hours. That's
So
the
a
longest.
student might come in, I've signed in the first 1 hour
Yes.
and disappeared.
Yes.
During my exam period, I'll still be present, right?
It must be above 80%, although they say 75%. You must have attended classes 80% or 75, depending on the kind of class. Like calculations, even if you miss one, then it will be a disservice to you. So even in e-learning platform, we interact. It is not that I just talk and the students there. I see all your names and I will ask you questions, and there's a way in which I can be able to mute my microphone and then you talk or you address the class. There's a way in which, like for students, we also allow them to present. Okay, we give them topics. Okay, because at the end of the day, they'll also come in our place and start teaching. Okay, so we allow them to be presenters. Like now, if I teach all the topics and remain with only 2 or 3, I can give the students to present. So when the students presenting, the student, I make the student the presenter. So the student should be able now to move the slides and talk to us. So even if it is online, I'll know if you just put it there and then you disappear. Okay.
That's interesting, and I find it unique.
Yes.
Because you realize in most institutions, a lecturer will come in, they just give their lectures, disappear. So you'll find that I might be absent, but you'll fail to notice I'm not in.
No, we see. And we interact. I call your name. If you don't answer me, I know you are out. So I have to insist that, and because with that platform, I also have your phone numbers. So if you don't talk to me for 2 minutes, then I have to call you outside the world. And also there are cameras. Okay, we can decide to have a class where I'm seeing everybody. Okay.
Any other services offered in the university?
Now, we have, before we go to other services, I want to take you through the courses that we are, the schools that we have. Like we have the School of Business and Economics. So the School of Business and Economics, we have certificate courses, we have diploma courses, we have bachelor courses, master, and PhD. So for certificate, we have a certificate in human resource management, certificate in business administration, certificate in public relations, and certificate in sales and marketing.
Duration?
Duration for these is 8 months. Yeah, so within...
how many semesters?
Those are 2 semesters. There are 8 months. Then for diploma, we have also diploma in human resource management. We have diploma in sales and marketing, diploma in business administration, and diploma in public relations. So the qualification for certificate is D-. The qualification for diploma is C-. But you must have C or D- in certificate, but in C-, but you must get maths D+. So
the mean grade does not help.
Yeah, so you must have D in mathematics, because in any course anyway, even if you come to business, you know, when you do mathematics, you become a bit analytical. Okay. Yes. So with the diploma, you take 1 year, 4 months. Then bachelors, we have bachelors in business management, then bachelor in commerce, then bachelor in purchasing and supplies management, and then bachelors in human resource. So with the bachelors, you need C+ as entry point, and you must have C plain in maths and English. Remember, those are key in anywhere. Okay. So, and then you take 2.5 years, because at Kisii University, in most cases, in Eldoret campus, we don't have breaks. Okay. So in a whole year, you can do 3 semesters. That's why it is 2.5 years. Then masters, we have masters in procurement and logistics. Then masters in business management, where we have the options of finance, we have the options of accounting, we have the options of entrepreneurship, human resource, we have information business management, management information systems, marketing, operations management, and strategic management. And for you to join masters in Kisii University in business, School of Business and Economics, you must have a master degree with either second upper class or second lower with at least 2 years experience. And the duration is 2 years. Then PhD, we also have PhD in human resource management, business administration, PhD in procurement and logistics, and PhD in economics and statistics. And that one you take 3 years. Then we have...
Talking of economics.
Economics. Then we have the School of Agriculture and Natural Resources. We also have the School of Education. We have the School of Information Science and Technology. Then the School of Arts and Social Sciences, where there are various courses. I wish if I had all the time, then I will take you in each category so that you understand.
I believe in our next program we shall...
I hope I'll have a whole day. Okay.
You mentioned some faculties.
Yes.
Do you offer short courses or something?
We offer short courses. Sometimes we call the consultancy courses. So like if, especially those who are working, they'll want to do short courses, then we offer those courses, okay? Whether it is in finance, whether it is in management, whether it is in quality management and all that, we offer all that. Yes. And
let me just take you back. You spoke of break. Did you mean...
You spoke of?
Break. In between a year, you say that in a year you can have 3 semesters for a student. This means you don't have long holidays.
Yeah, for the... We call them the self-sponsored students, okay? Yeah, that one, we don't have the long holidays. So you find that most of our students, when they join at the same time with the job students, they finish early. Yes, that's another advantage, okay? Yes.
Advantages. Any other services offered?
Now, we also do community services, okay? We partner with the county governments and all that one. We go and do any... If there's a talk on a certain area, like now when it comes to education, they can be able to invite us. We go and talk in the line of education. If it is business, like now the new government is more concerned about small and medium enterprises, okay? We can be able to do that and inform the community on what to do, the do's and the don'ts, okay? When you are starting a business.
Talking of SMEs,
yes,
I believe you should talk to us nicely. Maybe we can give you a connection somewhere.
Yes, and also that connection will be able to allow our students to take that. Remember, ours is train them and export them to the world, okay? So that connection, I think we'll be exporting our students to that place, okay?
Talking of exporting your students as we wind up so that we can usher in our next guest, do you refer your students to attachment places or something? And also, I might be studying in your school, in Kisii University. I might need a recommendation from you.
Yes.
Am I assured that anytime, let's say I completed my studies 2 years ago, now I'm required to look for a job, I need a recommendation from the university I went to.
Yes.
Am I in a position to get one from Kisii University?
We always give that. Every time, anytime. Even those who are abroad, they write that they need recommendations from us. We write the recommendation, we rubber stamp, and then we scan to them. And it doesn't matter where you are.
Okay.
Yes.
So it's
and the students from the Kisii University are disciplined. And this one I'm assuring you. Go to any organization and ask. Those who are in attachment and those who are working. Yes. And that's why we work with our heads high.
Confidence.
Yes.
That has been Dr. Akuku from Kisii University. Remember, he said Kisii University is the best place to be. Stay tuned to find more from our next guest, who is also with them on board here in our studio, EWTN.